of the Yellows coming at you over in the Club World Cup as Mamelodi Sundowns and Dortmund go head-to-head for some big points over in their respective group. Who's going to come out on top? We're going to take a look at it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again in another video. Today we're taking a look at the Mamelodi Sundowns, that's right, taking on Dortmund, goodness gracious me, to see who can take control of this group. That's right, Sundowns, absolutely fantastic against Ulsan HD. Dortmund, a little bit underwhelming against Fluminense, but a chance to bounce back in this coming match. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, your WhatsApp shop for Blackburn Rovers, Club World Cup, World Football. We got it all here under one Rooski. That's right, Sundowns look decent, that's right. Denied a couple of goals there by VAR, but coming out top with a big win, an important win to put themselves in a position for top two. Dortmund, though, need to bounce back and fast. They weren't that great against Fluminense, but they do come into this still unbeaten. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. A big shout out to the members and the Patreons. You know who you are. But let's get into it and talk about this one. The Battle of the Yellows. It's the Sundowns. It's Dortmund. It's coming at you this coming weekend. That's right. Sundowns qualified as second best ranked eligible team in the CAF four-year ranking system. They qualified back on the 26th of April, 2024. They've been here previously, back in 2016. The odds to qualify at the start of the tournament, 5-1. The odds to win the group, 500-1. Oh, to win the whole thing. The odds to, for me, I did expect group stage exit, but now I'm thinking a little bit differently. What am I talking about? Well, these guys were good. Like Ronwin Williams there at the back there, Dennis Oyango as well. Meanwhile, into the defensive ranks, Mudau, Morena, Kakana, Lunga, all trying to get into the starting 11. But into midfield, the likes of Zwane, Mokwena, Matthews, of course. Very, very good little players. Up top, Ribeiro, decent. Shalule, where's the goal scorer? Reyna's there. A little bit hard done by not to get himself more than the one goal. So players look good, lively, and looked up for it. This could be the lineup we see. Williams between the six, Modiba, Lobusa, Koza, Mudau, Mokwena, Allende, Mema, Salas, Ribeiro, and Reyna's up top. So this is a starting 11, but coming into this on the back of that 1-0 win over Ulsan HD. They did lose their last match prior to this against the Pyramids in the Champions League final. Is that the final? A two-legged final? But of course, Dortmund is next. All eyes on this one. Then it's Fluminense. They've got two chances here to get at least a point, but who says 1 point? They could go for more than that. Dortmund, though, standing in the way this time around, qualifies as the third best ranked eligible team in the UEFA four-year ranking system. They qualified back on the 6th of March as the first time in the tournament such as this. 10-1 on to qualify, 25-1 to win the whole thing. Round of 16 was my expectation for Dortmund, but now I don't know. Koba was decent in the last match against Fluminense. They got other options at the back there, likes of Sule in the defensive ranks, Kuto, Schlotterback, Emre Can as well. Ryerson was lively. Meanwhile, into midfield, likes of Adeyemi, Sabitzer, Brandt, Reyna up top. Gerasay was unlucky not to get himself a couple of decent efforts as well. So that's your lineup. This is what we could see, a back three of Baspani, Anton and Sule with Kobo between the sticks. Sabitzer, Svensson, Nemicha, Ryerson, Adeyemi, Brandt and Gurasay up top. But so far, back to they got a clean sheet against Fluminense. I think they were second best in that match. They need to deliver in this match against the Mamelodi Sundowns. Then it's Ulsan HD. It's still not completely fallen to bits for Dortmund, but it just gives them food for thought. Mamelodi Sundowns coming into this, and they might grind something out of this. I'm starting to see something. Something a little yellow. Which yellow will it be? Mamelodi Sundowns are coming into this under Miguel Cardoso. They are on the back of that one win out of the last three matches. Taking on Dortmund, yet to lose though in the last six. They're on 90% form. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 8. This match taking place at the QQ Stadium. That's right, Niko Kovac at the helm. The bookies vote, the bookies go 72, your Mamelodi Sundowns. We have 127 on is your Dortmund, 90-4 is the draw. But the public vote, look at the public vote, man. I tell you what. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the cocoa. I'm all about it. So it is tight. 41% going with Mamelodi Sundowns, 49% going with Dortmund. Is still early in the vote. 10% is the draw. But what about me? That's what it's all about too. What about me? It's the Battle of the Yellows, of course. It does look like Sundowns will get to wear the yellow. Dortmund will have to wear the away kit, according to what I've been seeing. So, yeah, I hold my hands up. I hold my hands up, sir. Yes, I have. I may have underestimated Mamelodi Sundowns. Reyna's looked good. He looked like he doesn't, but he belongs in European football, playing somewhere in a big league. He's got a big frame. He was a handful. He was a menace, and he knows where the back of the net is. I'm seeing it. There's also a couple of little hard-working midfielders in there. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the light, Mamelodi Sundowns, I think you're going to get something out of this game. And I think if you can get something, you're going to be, they'll put you, yeah, no, I think you're going to get something. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I know you might think, oh, he's bloody not giving us the chance. Dortmund are no slouches. They were in the Champions League final a couple of years back. They ain't no slouches. It's going to give a tough game. This is a massive point for Mamelodi Sundowns. It's a major upset in the grand scheme of things. And honestly, if you play with the heart that you did in the first 20, 30 minutes, you might snatch another goal. But ultimately, I just think Dortmund I think Mamelodi Sundowns will take the lead in this game. I think Dortmund will come back into it. And it might be one of those sort of, to and fro's at the end. But I'm going to back you guys for a point, which is massive. And it could be enough to put you in that consideration top two. Put yourselves well on track for an extended tournament. And maybe at the expense of one of the big boys, Dortmund. So I'm going to go with the draw. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as we look forward to this game. So far, so good for the Sundowns. Can they get another one in the ranks here? This is basically 2 attempts here to get that point. If they can get 4 points, they're in the spotlight. They're like 90% there. Let me know your thoughts. Of course, we'll see you soon when we return. But until then, we are done.